turn a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Right to the air is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. In motion comes the tight end left. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
An early early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First down, here's the run with Cook. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. They'll get this to Nwangu. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage?
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Cousins. Flush to his right.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
2nd down, McKinnon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open here, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 54 yards.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins will try and throw. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They start the drive with Cook.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 36, Cousins forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get...